everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kathy and today I wanted to show you a video of one of the projects that I taught at a recent scrapbook retreat that I hosted. So before I get into actually talking about the cover and the inside pages, what I'm going to do is break away to a section of this video where you can see just the base pages that are done with just the paper. I think if you're going to recreate something like this, it's easier to see the paper pages kind of before it's all embellished. It just makes it harder. And I'm going to leave all of the measurements for each of the pages, the paper, in the down description bar. So for this retreat that I hosted, each person was allowed to pick from 3 different paper packs. So I'm going to have videos on the other 2 mini albums that people had the opportunity to make. But in this case, this is called the Wanderful paper pack, and it's the perfect paper for trips, for like any kind of vacation or trip that you go on. So I'll come back at the end after I switch out to the next section of the video, and I'll show you in detail what this album looks like. So for this section of the video, I just wanted to show you the Wanderful mini album that I did, but I wanted to show you with just the page layouts done before I started to embellish them further. So this is what the pattern paper that I picked for the front of the album, and then there's basically, like I've mentioned in my other, I made like 3 mini albums like this around the same time. So these videos are going to be kind of close together on my channel, so you can actually go and check those ones out. But the premises is the same for all 3 albums. I did the same style of pages. So this is what I call kind of my flip out page. So I cut this paper, this is the Gypsy, the purple cardstock. I cut it 8 inches by 12, and then I scored it at 4 inches. And then this is the layout, the pattern paper that I chose to embellish the inside and then the outside. This is actually 2 different pieces, and I'm going to leave all the information below, the exact measurements of all these pattern papers, like the cuts for these pages. So that's the first style of page, and on the back of that page I just have this little kind of pocket here. So I'm going to be putting in some of our you can put pictures in here or other things that you collect from your trip. So in this section I just want to do the basic, just the base pages, just because I think it's a little bit easier to see if you're going to be making an album like this before it's all embellished, because then it gets a lot busier and it's harder to tell the base pages. So for this style of page, I just cut it 8 inches by 8 1/4, and then I used my edger to create the scalloped edge there, and then there is a pocket fold in here, and then this is just the layout that I'm going to add like a photo mat there. This is the 3rd style of page that I did. So I took the cardstock 8 by 8, I put adhesive down the very sides and along the bottom, and then I cut out a half circle at the top, basically to create a pocket page. So there is going to be cardstock in here that'll pull out that you can further do a layout on or add your pictures to. And then for in here there's also pocket pages. I find when you're doing mini albums, you want to create as many opportunities as you can to pull things out or like put things that you collect. This is a travel mini album, so there's going to be lots of things that you can keep, like your train stubs, or if you go to an event or a show or something and you have stubs from that, you can certainly put them in here. So it's just, I think it's just a great way to decorate your albums basically. This one also has a pocket page on the back. This is another one of the scalloped pages, and it has the pocket, you know, it's gonna have the pocket coming out the side. And this is the same layout as the other one on the other scalloped page. It's the same layout, this one, but I just used different paper from the same paper pack, but different paper for that layout. And then this is another one of your flip out pages. So, and then on the back I have got another one of those little kind of pockets. So now the next stage of the video, I'm going to actually show you how I embellish it. So it's going to look a lot different. There's going to be a lot more detailing in the album, but I just thought it would be easier in this section so you could see the base pages if you were interested. So for the next section, what I did is we have these stickies. They're called stickies. They coordinate with the paper pack, the Wanderful paper pack. And all of these are like cardstock stickers. So whenever I use things like this in my mini albums and in my scrapbook pages, I do like to pop them up quite a bit with foam tape. So what I did is I actually took every single one of these images and I put them on cardstock and then I cut them out. Which is really finicky, but I think it's worth it in the end, because I just think it's easier to pop things up when there's not adhesive on the back, because then kind of dust and stuff collects under there and it kind of gets attracted to the adhesive. So I just like it, for me, I like it better when it's just not adhesive back, so I have the option to pop it up. And like for the stuff that I want to pop up, what I would probably do is put down the stickers first wherever I want to put them, and then the rest of them that I want to pop up, those are the ones that I put on cardstock and then cut them away. So I just have an example of some of these. These are the same images, and I've already cut up one set for the album that I'm going to be doing. So you know, it's just basically cardstock, and then now it's all dry and I can pop it up with my foam tape. So keep watching and you're going to see how I actually decorated the album even further. Okay, so now that you've seen how the base pages were set out, for this album, I talked about this in my other videos as well, what I like to do when I do albums like this is I like to try and bring in different textures, if you will, and I just feel that it's more pleasing to the eye. So in this case you have, you know, your paper pieces obviously, but then I also have these little metal pieces that coordinated with the paper line, and then I added in some fabric kind of flowers. And I just find when you do stuff like that, it just is more pleasing to the eye to kind of vary your textures on either your pages or in this case the cover. And I just think it really helps aesthetically, like how the project looks. So these are the stickies, that some of the stickies that coordinated with the Wanderful paper pack. So I just created, this is the layout on the front, and then I saved the rest that came with the kit for the rest of the album. So in this case, I just have, all I just really added was this flower to the page that flips out. And then I also put in the three little photo mats so that they can put 3 photos there. And then I added in a few of the different coordinating embellishments. So this one's kind of like, almost like a clear embossed image, and then there's the metal image, and then on this side they're going to be able to add some more pictures as well, or whatever they decide to put on those pages. So on to the next page. What I did here is, like I said before, I just have this as a little flap that opens, and inside is what we call our Picture My Life cards. So these are just cards that coordinate with the Wanderful paper pack, and there's just different things on each side. So you could put a picture here and then you have the opportunity to write little notes about the picture. So there's just really amazing, it's an amazing product to basically add to whatever you're doing. Like, so in this case for my mini album, but you can also add them to your scrapbook pages, or just actually make an album with Picture My Life cards and then put these in the album that you have. So, and then this one I just added in the sticker and then added in a bit of a border here with the different pattern paper, but I tied it into this page. So on this side it's the pocket page, and I just added in 2 of the PML cards. So there's 2 different sizes, and so I think this is 2x3 and the 4x6 size. So those are in there, and you know, I just put these in my album. This is the album that they're going to be able to see like as the demo, but when they get their cards they can put them wherever they want. They can decide where they want to put them. So for this one, this is just a set layout, and whenever I do something like this, I left this so that it actually comes up, so that when you go to put your picture down, you don't have to worry about this sticking there already and then having to cut out around it and stuff. So whenever I make albums ahead of time that I don't use the pictures right away, I will do stuff like that. I'll make it so that they don't have to, they can just, and these are probably going to be gifts, so when the person gets it, they can just lift it up and then put their picture down. And then for this page, it's one of those pocket pages. I had to divide up the Picture My Life cards, so I couldn't like fill the whole thing with these cards. So in some cases I just gave them a piece of cardstock that they can then put a picture on the front and the back. So that was that one there. And then this is the page where it's also a pocket page. So you just pull out this this sleeve, and then you can put pictures on here, put pictures on the back, and then I use some of the coordinating product, which is these kind of like these clear embossed images, so that you have something to kind of tug on to get the page out. I think that works really well to put something at the top, so that when you're pulling it out, it just makes it a little bit easier when you're both putting it back in and also pulling it out, to have something there on the page. Okay, and for the next, got that tucked in. So for the next one, again, this is one of those pocket pages where I just put a couple of the PML cards just to show them how they can use it. In this case, I used one of the PML cards and just popped it up on this side. And again, you can write notes about your trip. And then again, there's that little pocket page with a PML card you can write on the back of there. And then this is another one of those layouts where they can just add their picture, but I've left a little bit of space here so that the picture will fit underneath that image. And then this is the last flip out page. And in this case, instead of putting 3 photo mats, I added again another, this is from the stickies that coordinated with it. I added in some more stickies here, and then it has room for just the 1 photo mat, and then they can put their pictures on this side as well. And then for the last page, it's one of those really simple pages. Like all it is just pulls out. They could add pictures in here. They could add stubs from different places that they've gone. If they have any kind of brochures or any ticket stubs or anything, they can pop them in here as well, and that completes their album. So I hope that you got some ideas by watching this video and you have the opportunity to try one of these. They're super simple. Again, I'm going to leave all the measurements in the description bar below, and you can certainly make one of these really easily. They're so fun, and I really hope that you get the opportunity to do it. So thank you so much for watching, and until next time, happy crafting. Thanks. Bye-bye.